afternoon's racing coverage, the Wizard of Odds, Ken Callender. Kenny.
Thanks a lot, Maxie. Yes, racing again today on the Wide World of Sports. We're going to show you live races 4 and 5 in Melbourne at Caulfield, and from Sydney up here at Rosehill, race 6. Now, I've got a winner for you in race 4 in Melbourne. Its name is Buraton. It's trained at Newcastle by Paul Perry. It's gone to Melbourne. Now, I know it was beaten in Melbourne last start. Forget that run. It got into trouble coming to the home turn, and Paul Perry has put a tongue tie on it today. That'll make a bit of difference. I think it'll win. I think you should back it. The second leg in Melbourne, race 5, that's like taking a lotto number. Anything can win the race. For the record, I'm going for number 1, Dry Humour. So a pair of ones in Melbourne, 1 Buraton and 1 Dry Humour. And up here at Rosehill in race 6, I like the Gay Waterhouse trained Angelin. A last start winner at Randwick, went very, very well. She's a stayer of the future. Good luck. Here's Maxie.
Thanks, Kenny. Pair of ones and number 2. Now, there's a widely held belief that Ian Maurice never gets to travel to any of the exotic locations in this wonderful wide world of sports. Well, that's no longer the case, because today he's at beautiful downtown Merrylands in Sydney's west, covering the Mazda Jack-Eye tournament. And sitting in the Bears chair to bring you all those scores from right around the planet, good afternoon to Amanda de Pledge.
Good afternoon, Max. Good afternoon, everyone. Rugby League is first up. There's one.
Welcome back to the Wide World of Sports, and racing coming up now. Race 4 at Caulfield, to be more precise. We'll also be showing you race 5 at Caulfield and race 6 from Sydney from Rosehill. Let's look at the Super Tab, the Victorian TAB approximate tote dividends for race 4. Number 1, Buraton. Now, this is the horse I told you earlier I thought would win. I hope he does. He's showing at $4. Rustic Dream is a scratching. Checkmore is at $17 and Jump and Jive the same price. So Linford was a late scratching. Unfettered has been well supported at about $7. $41 for Mappingly. Equal favourite at $4 is Suresh, to be ridden by Gavin Eads. Excalibur at $16. Carnelian at $12. Chalet's Magic at $8. Halterman at $15. High Band $26. Ripon Jugar at $31. Bit of a Dancer is a scratching. Jugatar $41. Poetic Show $21. Biscagogo $41. Ozrock a roughie at $67, Rich at $34, and Mr. Archibald is a scratching. They're going into line down in Melbourne. We're just waiting for 1 or 2, and then we'll be crossing down trackside to Caulfield. Buraton, the horse that I've tipped you, TAB number 1, is trained at Newcastle, and he's raced well in Melbourne in the past. Last start he was a disappointment, but I'm assured he'll go much, much better today. He races in black and yellow colours, yellow with a black sash, black armbands and a black cap, and the apprentice Lucas Dowson is riding him today and reducing his weight from the allotted 58 kilos. Okay, it looks like they're just about all in at Caulfield. Let's go down to our caller at Caulfield, John Russell. Here he is.
Biscagogo on the extreme outside. Excalibur stands up well. Away they go. And on the outside, Biscagogo, one of the first out with Chalet's Magic, who began well and away quickly. Also, Checkmore Unfettered taking up a prominent position. And they were followed closely by Ozrock, and going up along the inside towards the lead now is Buraton, being followed by Shurish, and Halterman is back along the rails. A length and a half further back than over on the outside. Moving forward, Carnelian, followed by Rich, who's a long way off the lead. Jump and Jive behind them. Followed by Mappingly, and High Band is last of all. 800 metres out. Checkmore on the outside and Buraton the rails together. A length Chalet's Magic, a length and a half further back in behind them. Going forward then is Halterman. They're followed closely by Suresh around the outside, running on. And further back in the field is Jugatar, a length away. Ozrock followed closely by Ripon Jugar. Unfettered is very deep on the track. Carnelian looking for a run behind them. Well back in the field is Rich as they make the home turn, where Buraton is the leader. Tackled by Checkmore at the top of the straight, and Chalet's Magic looks to be going well as joining in. Just in behind them looking for a run. Halterman coming down the outside. Suresh and Excalibur wide on the track. It's Suresh going up on the outside to tackle Chalet's Magic, who's fighting back, and Excalibur running on well. Suresh has taken the lead with 150 metres left to go. Looks set for victory. Excalibur running on well down the outside. Biscagogo. Suresh much too good. Won it well by a length and a half. Excalibur tight for third. Chalet's Magic or Mappingly in a photo. Then Biscagogo and Jump and Jive. Next to finish in the event there would be Ripon Jugar, followed by Biscagogo Unfettered. And they were followed by High Band, Halterman, Carnelian. Buraton stopped to a walk, followed by Jugatar. Back behind them in the field is Checkmore, one of the tail enders, and last of all, Poetic Show.
Well, I think I'll have to sack Buraton. And another Sydney horse won the race, Suresh, trained by Bart Cummings, driven to the lead by Gavin Eads. A couple of whacks on the backside, and this colt went on with the job to win convincingly. Now, Running second is Excalibur, a very promising horse from the Lee Freedman stable. He's by Sir Tristram. You'll see the best of him over a longer distance, and very close for third between Mappingly, that's him flashing up, and Chalet's Magic, who was very close there too. I think we'll leave it to the judges to see who runs third. No doubt about first and second. Shuresh first, Excalibur second, and we'll have the third place to come down the line. In the meantime, back to Ken Sutcliffe.
Thank you, Ken. While Kenny Callender is trying to land a winner or two at the track, Alex Julius has been in New Guinea trying to land the mighty Barramundi. We rejoin him at a spot called Gully Reach, scene of the Baroka Barramundi competition.
Whatever it is, we've got him out, I think. Yeah, good fish. No landing net. And
yeah, thanks very much, Max. And they're just starting to go into line down at Caulfield, so we've got plenty of time to go through these prices. Number 1, Dry Humour, has been in and out in the market. It's out to about $7 now on the TAB. Always a Chance at $17. Dress Dream at $9. Bracken Bank, one of the favourites in a very wide betting race at $7. Colbernay $26. Num Sing $21. Top Guy, a roughie at $67. Ascetic Ruler, $15. Danny Nikolic riding it. $12 for Ben's Rocket and Alf Matthews mount. Zale is at $31. All inquiries, Darren Gauchi is favourite on the tote at $5.50 in a very wide betting race. Bold Poet $26. Skytel $51. Toll Bill $67. Just Nelson about $8 on the Super Tab. Bold Juggler is a scratching. Shantiro is a roughie, 100 to 1. High Stream has been quite solid, about $7.50. Odds of around about 6.5 to 1. And it's Write Your Own Ticket for State. He's not expected to win. He's paying $300 odd. Okay, let's swing down to Caulfield. It looks like they're just about ready to jump. We should now go down to John Russell. Here he is.
Skytel's moved in. They might go without him. Looks like he's out. Just can't hear from here. The others all in. Just Nelson, Dry Humour, and I think they've given up on High Stream. Starter not yet on his platform. Just waiting for an announcement here. But as you can see, he just doesn't want to go up. He's riderless, so it looks as if he's coming out of the race, High Stream. And the starter not yet on his platform. Well, they might be still persisting with this horse to give him one last try, perhaps. But the other horses have been in the stalls now for the best part of a minute. Probably more than that. Just Nelson, the inside runner. Ben's Rocket standing up well. Here's the warning siren. He'll come out. Well, they've had enough of his antics by the look of it. Warning siren sounding here at Caulfield. And he was in commission to this horse, High Stream. So we'll wait for the announcement before they go here. Starter not yet on his platform. $7.10. Number 1, Dry Humour. High Stream out. 252. Out by order of the stewards. 252. A late scratching here at Caulfield. High Stream out by order of the stewards at 252. Now the starter gets onto his platform to release the field. Dry Humour standing in well with State. Always a Chance makes a good line. Top Guy standing up well. High Stream out of the 5th here at 2:52, official scratching time. Big racing coming up next week in South Australia. The Schweppes Australasian Oaks should be a terrific race and a great field of fillies from all parts of Australia competing. Now they're set. Ready to go, and they're off. Just Nelson first to jump from Colbernata, and Ben's Rocket away nicely. Also Dry Humour. Des's Dream began well, and so did it all. Was a Chance over on the outside, being followed by Zala, and travelling up quickly along the outside there is Toll Bell, very deep on the track, being followed by Bracken Bank, a length and a half. Sky Tower. Num Singers in behind them. All inquiries. Bold Poet a length and a half further back is Shantiro, and a Top Guy last of all. On the railway side, a keen charge for the lead. Des's Dream has gone up quickly on the outside. One of the leaders here with Just Nelson. Always a Chances there. also very deep on the track to Toll Bell, followed by Zale, Brackenbank, Colburnett, the rails. A length further back, Dry Humour being followed closely in behind them by Ascetic Ruler going forward, dropping back a bit there, Ben's Rocket, then Skytel wide, followed by Numsing, All Inquiries making ground, followed by State and Bowl Poet behind them, Shantiro, and last of all, Top Guy. 600 metres left to go. Des's Dream on the inside, always a chance together. Half a length to Brackenbank running on. Zale is now fourth, Colburnett, followed by Just Nelson, Skytel, Dry Humour back in behind them, Ascetic Ruler, followed by All Inquiries looking for a runner. Very deep, Numsing as they straighten up, and over on the inside, Ben's Rocket as they head for home. Always a chance takes the lead. Des's Dream battling back along the inside, is not done with yet. They're out by a length and a half, Colburnett, and further back in the field, Dry Humour, Brackenbank, Numsing flashing down the outside with a good run. Des's Dream on the inside is about a half length clear of Always a Chance. Dry Humour down the outside, Numsing, Des's Dream just in front near home from Dry Humour as they go to the line. Des's Dream has won it from Dry Humour. Numsing is third. Fourth in behind them then, making up some ground there would be Ben's Rocket, followed by Always a Chance. Ascetic Ruler, followed by All Inquiries and Bowl Poet, Just Nelson, Brackenbank, Shantiro, Skytel, State, Top Guy, Zale, and last of all, Toll Bell.
Well, a late riding engagement for young Pritchard, who replaced Eddie Wilkinson, who had a fall during the week, and he rode Des's Dream a treat. It just kept fighting back and fighting back. The charges came from down the outside. First, Dry Humour, and then widest of all, Numsing, but they were never going to quite get to the Kiwi Des's Dream, and he held on at his first Australian start to win convincingly. Number 3, Des's Dream first. Number 1, Dry Humour second, and widest of all, in third place was Numsing. That was the story of race 5 at Caulfield as we take a break on the Wide World of Sports.
Our little league is there. Race 5 at Caulfield. Let's check out the dividends. Number 3 paid $8.40 and $2.80. Number 1, $2.30, and number 6, $4.30. The Victorian dividends there for you. Later in the show, the final stages, the Palm to Pines Ocean Ski Paddle. But right now, it's time again to take a look at the scoreboard. Here is Amanda to pledge. Race 6, Kenny.
Yeah, I have the totes on race 6, Kenny, and I hope I've got the winner because I got my money on Angelin, who's trained by Gay Waterhouse, out to $3.10 now. Number 1, Babu's Boy, showing at $8.50. Number 2, Angelin, Jimmy Cassidy, $3.10. Number 3, Quality Flight, $26. Number 4, Sakti from New Zealand, is in a battle royal with Angelin for favouritism. Chris Muntz, the jockey, he's showing at $3.40. Falcon's Domain at $26, reaffirmed at $11, into about $9.50. Number 7, All Angels at $51. Number 8, Jack and Archie is firmed a little to $9.50. Number 9, Smart Version is a 100 to 1 chance. Flying Canterbury at $17. Warning Bell has come in 4 points to $12. And Basara is the second roughest runner in the race at $61. Well, the horses are behind the barriers. They're just about starting to go forward. Angelin, when we pick her up, is actually got lilac and white colours, and Jim Cassidy is riding in particularly good form. Going into line there was Falcon's Domain. Okay, looks like they're just about all in. It's time for us to go to Johnny Tapp for race 6 at Rosehill.
Okay, Ken, thank you. Race 6 it is. They're under starters' orders, and a pretty healthy little crowd has gathered over there close to the stalls to watch the start. Off and running now. Came away in a nice even line, and first out is Warning Bell, who's heading straight for the lead. Quality Flight and Babu's Boy are away quickly. Falcon's Domain is slotting into a lovely posse over the first crossing, and then Smart Version followed by Bazara. Sakti is out very deep early, then Jack and Archie reaffirmed. Flying Canterbury. Angelin, given time to find her feet, is back second last, and dropping out last is All Angels. To the back, and Warning Bell in her favourite role speeds away with a lead of about 3 lengths now. In second place, Babu's Boy on the inside, a Quality Flight at the 1400 mark. A bit more than 2 to Basara, followed by Falcon's Domain, Smart Version. Further back in the field then came Flying Canterbury on the outside of Jack and Archie. Sakti is in that bunch, followed by Angelin, reaffirmed, and All Angels last of all. Down the back at the 1100 mark, they're well spread out, and the pace is very genuine. Warning Bell by more than a length to Quality Flight. A half length away, Babu's Boy at the 1000 mark, 2 to Basara. A length to Falcon's Domain, 3/4 quarters. Smart Version, Flying Canterbury is trapped out 3 deep. Jack and Archie on the inside of Sakti, Angelin on the inside of Reaffirmed, and All Angels last of all. 800 metres out, the leader Warning Bell. A length on Quality Flight. Babu's Boy getting a soft run third. Basara fourth. And then Falcon's Domain, Smart Version. Flying Canterbury's never been on the track. He's starting a forward move, 3 and 4 deep, followed by Sakti, and then Jack and Archie. Reaffirmed. Angelin is held up near the fence as they come to the turn, and All Angels under the whip at the tail of the field. On the corner, Warning Bell is the leader. In second place, 3 deep is Basara. Babu's Boy on the fence is immediately under pressure. Then Quality Flight, followed by Flying Canterbury, and Jim Cassidy trying to bullock out on Angelin. He's into the clear now, and the mare is about to sprout wings. At the 200, Warning Bell the leader, but Angelin has gathered them in one stride. Jack and Archie on the inside is getting home strongly. Cassidy throwing everything at Angelin. Jack and Archie is driving on its inside. Jack and Archie doing better, and Jack and Archie has dived to beat Angelin, which looked 4-1 on halfway down the straight. They came right away from the others. Warning Bell third. Reaffirmed has run fourth, followed by Falcon's Domain, Babu's Boy, and then All Angels, followed by Basara, Smart Version, Flying Canterbury. Sakti is well back second last, and last is Quality Flight.
Well, I had the money spent on Angelin, as Johnny said it was. Yeah, okay, he had, she shot to the lead, looked home and hosed, but Jack and Archie for Kevin Moses got through the middle and fought on better than Angelin. Jack and Archie got the prize from Angelin by about a head, and they streeted the others a long way back to the leader, Warning Bell, in third place. Now, this is just where backers of Angelin were a little bit worried as Jack and Archie got between horses, grabbed her. Angelin looked home, but no. Jack and Archie went home the better, and Jack and Archie got the prize with Angelin second and Warning Bell holding on to run third. The winner's going to pay about $9.40 the win, $2.80 the place. Angelin second will pay $1.40, and Warning Bell, TAB number 11 third, will pay $3.30. That's racing. Back to the boys in the studio.